Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last 2 days and how the price of gold can move in the next 2 days. See, if you look at the chart of gold, what we have seen, gold now trading at a level of 33.170, as you can see looking at this particular chart. If you look at this particular chart, there is a narrow pattern forming, as you can see. See, if you look at this trend, there is a trying to form a narrow pattern. So chances can be high that if the price started falling below a level of $33.02, chances of going further fall can be seen looking at this particular chart. Okay, if you look at the trend, there is a continuous upside we have seen, but it is trying to go in the narrow zone. Okay, so if the price keeps sustaining above a level of $33.68, there can be a further upside movement. Okay, because if you look at this trend, there is a U pattern is forming in this particular trend, so upside can be seen if it started sustaining this level. But if it started falling below a level of around 33.02, there is a probability of further downfall can be seen. Okay, so if you look at this trend, there is the price is moving in this zone for quite some time. So if it started sustaining above a level of 3400, probability of crossing above a level of 3450 we can see, and from there it can make and touch its all-time high and can make a new high also. There is a probability of it. But if it started falling below a level of around $33.02, probability of further fall can be seen and it can move towards 32.85. Then from there it can move towards 32.50, and if the price fall below this level, a further fall can be seen below a level of 3200, and then further fall can be there. Okay, so before I move ahead and explain you where the price of gold can move in the next 2 days, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. See, if you look at the chart of dollar index, see, the price of gold depends on a lot of factors. One of the factor is dollar index because it is inversely related to gold. Okay, so let's see how the dollar index is moving around 98.553 if you go on a 15-minute chart. Okay, but if you go on a day-wise chart, you will see clearly the movement is there is a continuous upside we have seen after making a low of around 96.3. Okay, that is where it started forming a swing, making a half around 98.7, which is a weak resistance. So we can see that if the price sustain this level, probability of going above that level we can see. But suppose if it didn't sustain, it can move towards 98.4, and if the price fall below this level, it can move towards 98.2 to a level of 98.1, and then to a level of $97.9. And once started falling below this level, probability of going towards 97.8 will be there. Okay, and if the price fall below that particular level, chances of going towards 97.4 will be there. Okay, but if the price keeps sustaining above this level, it can cross a level of $97.8, and from there, if it started going up this level, it can move towards 98.8, then to a level of 99.1, and from there a level of 99.4, and this is already being tested. So the price will rise further upside and can move above a level of 99.7, then to a level of 100.1, and if the price sustaining above this level, it can cross above a level of 100.5, and a probability of going toward 101.2 we can see, and from there a further upside can be seen towards $102. Okay, so you have to understand, as soon as the price started going below 97.3, chance of crossing 96.5 we can see, and from there it can move below 96.3 level. The gold price, what we can see, if you look at the gold price, there is a continuous narrow pattern is forming, and we have seen dollar indexes trying to go upside, as we have seen. If you look at this trend, that is trying to form a red candle for particular day. Okay, so suppose if the price sustain this level, what we can see, suppose if the price started sustaining this level, we can see the next resistance coming. It's today's half around 33.43, which is already being tested. So the price can rise above that particular level, and from there it can move towards a level of 33.45, and this level is already being tested. So the price will rise further above that level, and it can move towards next resistance of 33.51. Okay, and so after this level we can see a level of 33.51, and if that crosses that particular level, chance of touching 33.60 we can see. This is a resistance 4. Okay, and once started going above that level, probability of crossing above a level of 33.65 we can see after crossing 33.60, and from there it 75. Okay, and then there will be a zone breakout, so we can see the price will rise further upside, and after 33.75, probability of going towards 33.84 will be there, and then a further upside can be seen. But suppose if the price didn't sustain, Suppose if the price didn't sustain, it can come down towards its next support of $33.28. Okay, this is a support one, and if the price fall below this level, we can see it can go towards today's low of around 33.25. Okay, this is a support two, and once started falling below this level, it can touch yesterday's low of around 33.19, which is a support 3, and then there will be a probability that it can go further downfall towards next level after 33.90 towards a level of around $11. Okay, so probability of further fall we can see if the price started going below this level towards 33.08, and this particular pattern will support a downside, so we can see it can move below a level of 3300. So we can see there can be a further fall. So you have to understand at this range, so after 33.08 we can see a level of 32.86, and from there further downfall we can see towards $32.80. Okay, and if that didn't sustain, a further fall can be seen. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe.